What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the latest chapter reaction, live reaction this week for Kengan Omega, chapter 261, entitled Mortal Enemies. So the only spoiler I have is the title of the chapter. So once again, we're going to be reacting for probably the entire tournament from here on out. So look forward to that. Either way, let us jump right in here. We have Gaolang right out of the gate, still swinging, because at the end of the last chapter, of course, Gaolang had advantage, and boom, he's got a really good, looks like a right hook into Arashiyama's face, right into his cheek, and he's spitting blood and stuff, but here comes the arm up, here comes the potential for a swing, and nope, Gaolang manages to, of course, evasive maneuvers, dodge, and gets two heavy body shots right to Arashiyama on the side there. And then he tries to swing again, and nope, Gaolang manages to dodge. Once again, his actual epithet, you know, the Muay Thai, he's the Thai god. So his skill, yes, he's a phenomenal boxer, but his talent, of course, also lies in Muay Thai, and very agile, a lot of agility, and almost a parkour capoeira sort of style. I've seen a lot of Muay Thai fighters be incredibly almost gymnast-esque in that regard, or yoga-esque, if you will. So this is not surprising that he's able to dodge the swing, and of course he's worried about the swing. We saw that in the middle of the last chapter. So completely shocked that didn't even faze him. No, that's just not possible. It just can't be possible. So it seems that everyone's amazed that Arashiyama took those hits, the body blows, the jabs, but now also a right hook from Gaolang straight to the face, and seemingly he's bloodied up, but he's still got his form and nothing, no big deal. It was mosquito bites, you know. So let's see. But look at how he's standing, tall and upright. He's taking a composed stance, like nothing even hit him. So yeah, once again, so they're amazed at his durability right now, his endurance and his durability, but I'm sure that right now, he's still feeling it. Like, this is the man who also, of course, took the dragon shot from Agito, right? So, and still won that fight. So yeah, it's going to take more than just these simple attacks, but it's going to accumulate damage 100%. But if he's able to keep his composure and maintain his form, the fight is still going to be anybody's game. Yamagohan thinks to himself, he sustained damage, of course. It's just that his concentration is stronger than the pain. Yeah, basically what I was trying to say. Gaolang he doesn't want to miss even the slightest opening Gaolang gives him. Yeah, I agree. So now we're back to Jerry Tyson and Katahara here. Hey Jerry, doesn't it look like Gaolang's fighting pretty passively for someone on the offensive? Yeah, but can you blame him? Arashiyama's a thrower. Gaolang's a striker. They're specialists in polar opposite fields. That means neither of them has what it takes to defend against each other. I mean, it's true. Gaolang has no defense against the judo, and Arashiyama, of course, doesn't have, you know, whoever gets the punches in or the throws, that's going to be the big thing. It's two totally different styles. So maybe that's why it's called Mortal Enemies, this chapter. I was thinking when I first read the title, Mortal Enemies, I thought maybe they're going to continue the conversation with Shen and Oma and Kuroki, and they're going to discuss something along those lines, and that will be brought up, but I think it's basically here. So let's see. Yama, of course, Gaolang's an apex striker, while Arashiyama's an apex thrower. Their styles are so different in nature that neither of them can defend each other. In other words, they're each other's mortal enemies. There it is. Yeah. So I figured that. I figured that much. But you know, it's clear from what Jerry was saying that that's sort of the direction they were going to continue to go in with that. So my initial idea that this would be more about Kuroki and Shen and stuff discussing mortal enemies and stuff was wrong. So now we continue the fight. And throws in particular have the power to turn the tables in one go, which is very true. That's why Gaolang is fighting passively. You know, he's not taking chances. It might look like Gaolang's on the offensive, but he still is proceeding with caution, of course. So now, swing. Yeah, he's got that low, the flicker jab or whatever it's referred to. Gaolang's in a good stance. You can't beat me by outboxing, thinks Arashiyama. Surely you've noticed that by now. You'll have to finish me by infighting, and more specifically, you'll need to land that punch that you used on Medell. Once again, the God Glow. So he's anticipating, I mean, the man took the dragon shot, but it was really close, like that might have ended it. So, yeah, he knows that the God Glow is probably one of the best strikes, right up there with, Blast Core and stuff like that. So Arashiyama at least is giving credence where credence is due. He saw the power of that punch and recognizes that even he won't be able to, that might take him out. So the respect is there between them, and I just have to see it coming. And he keeps his footing as Gaolang goes in for more strikes. They are seemingly defended against with utmost patience and attention. So Arashiyama is defending against, looks like most of the punches, as Gaolang continues to just strike. And it's, well, right there. Strike, 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 strike. He's showering him with blows. But Arashiyama is still not moving. It looks to me like he's waiting for his chance. And I mean, that's exactly what he's doing. So let's see. Oh, Roland's watching the fight. The second King of Purgatory, of course. That's the right choice. Moving would be ill-advised. Pre-initiative is useless against Gaolang. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. This is actually kind of interesting. So Roland's up there. He's got his tank top. He's got his wife beater on, looking like a boss. That was his first outfit, and it still works to him to this day. But why is pre-initiative useless against Gaolang? That's interesting. Why? Pre-initiative, broadly speaking, is a technique that involves detecting your opponent's inception of intent, right? And dodging before they move, showcasing one of the best fights in the series, Kuroki versus Agito. That's what pre-initiative is. So it's detecting your opponents, like what they plan to do, how they plan to strike, and dodging before they do, right? And we've seen that once again, which is why I argued that there was something felt off about the Arashiyama fight in the regards of we didn't really showcase the pre-initiative. But either way, let's see what he continues. But Gaolang is able to strike before his opponent can detect his inception of intent. Okay, so basically, Gaolang is so fast he outspeeds pre-initiative because his inception of intent is milliseconds. It's not quick enough for pre-initiative to activate because there's too much lag time between reading the inception of intent and then following through with pre-initiative. And at this junction, Gaolang is too fast for that. Maybe not all the time, but in his peak physical condition, in the condition he's in right now, it's not going to work. So this is basically confirming in a roundabout way that Arashiyama has pre-initiative, because he's even thinking, because Roland's the one bringing it up right now. He's thinking about it. Pre-initiative is useless against him. And so, in a sort of roundabout way, saying Arashiyama might have pre-initiative, but it's not going to do him any good in this particular instance. So, against this fighter. That's interesting. So here's a man who doesn't basically need pre-initiative, who can be a top tier. Okay, that's... Gaolang fans are eating good. I think I'm a big Gaolang fan, so that works. So let's see. So Gaolang is able to strike before his opponent can detect his inception of intent. He can move faster than his opponent can think, and check them before their options become available. You could call him a foresight killer. And it's not that Gaolang can't use pre-initiative, it's that he doesn't need to use it. There we go. That's actually quite funny. So he might have it. He might be able to use it. He doesn't need it. His method of fighting does not require pre-initiative, and pre-initiative, he's a foresight killer. Pre-initiative and foresight aren't going to work against him. That is actually incredibly interesting, and once again, this is just elevating Gaolang, I feel, because I feel he's been stuck, mostly by power scalers, he's been stuck in this section where he really doesn't belong, because all of his showings have been phenomenal, and, we're seeing it right here again. So, boom, he's almost smiling with this strike. Holy crap, he got him square in the face here. Let's see. Oh, it's right to the eye and everything. He got a heavy blow on him. And it's a second right hook. That was a clean hit. And then, Gaolang goes in. He's going up close for an infight. And, you knew that it wasn't going to be this one-sided. You knew he was going to get swinging. And just taps him right on the shoulder. Oh, no. Gaolang moved too quickly. He got that right hook in, and then he tried to follow up through, and Gaolang sweating hard as here comes the swing. Slam. Oh, and he slammed him right down on his shoulder blades right there on the back of his neck, like slam. Oh man, that looks devastating. Let's see. He threw him. Yeah. Okay, and Gaolang immediately backs up and handsprings himself back into action, but I'm sure he's going to be like wobbly. He's going to be like standing. Holy shit, right? So let's see. Did he get up already? Right after taking the swing? Looks like he cushioned the back of his head with his arm. Oh, he did seem to, but I imagine it's... Oh yeah, Gaolang sweating. That must have hurt. But he's still taking a shitload of damage. I reckon that cancels out the advantage he built up with his punches. What? Says Yamagohan. He was waiting for the moment he switched to infighting. I guess that's a kind of foresight. I mean, I don't know if I would consider that foresight. He was just luring him close. Arashiyama even says, that punch, he needs a God Glow or he needs to infight me. And the moment he decides to take the advantage of infighting, that's when I'm going to take my method. That's more of a planning in advance. That's the style. That's the method of combat, the strategy. It's not really a foresight, but okay. Gaolang was running circles around him, striking before Arashiyama could read him pre-initiative. Are you telling me Arashiyama was reading that very strategy? I mean, somewhat, yeah. Let's see. This is the natural result, thanks Roland now. If you can't use pre-initiative, the fight will depend on the accuracy of your ordinary foresight. So which one can outthink the other? I suppose it is kind of the strategy foresight. Okay, so yeah. And now Gaolang huffing and puffing. And let's see. Oh, he's going into close stance. And let's see. Gaolang smiling. It's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. And it states, be honored that you're fortunate enough to face a warrior like me. Damn, so he thinks he's still got this. Like, he's not... That one swing didn't perturb him at all. And once again, just bleeding down his forehead. And he's ready to go. And let's see. So, now he's let up his fists. And he switched up his stance. He's unleashing his Muay Thai. Once again, finally, he did that too late in the Agito fight. Had he started or went all out at the beginning of the Agito fight, he likely, even Agito, the way he talks about that is Gaolang might have been able to beat round 2 Agito at that junction had he been switching up Muay Thai and boxing all at once. So let's see. What a big world it is, Meguro, to have such fighters in it. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, so that was the reaction. Once again, I thought it was fine. It really, the Gaolang stocks are likely in the power scaling community going to be going up from this. I think it's so far a pretty solid fight. He tried the outfighting. Arashiyama even states, I ain't going down to just these, even though they look devastating, these hooks aren't enough to take me down. And the moment you go in fighting, I have swing and you're going to get a lot of damage from that. And lo and behold, it is. Now, I like that Gaolang is immediately switching to his Muay Thai, which we've never seen enough of, in my opinion. So, because that apparently, if I remember correctly, that's where his true talent lies. He boxes as a world champion because Muay Thai is so dangerous and blah, 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 but he got to the rank of boxer. But his true best style, like his best feats, are in his Muay Thai, and we just don't get to ever really see it. So, maybe that's the case. We'll have to wait till next chapter. But what did you guys think? I thought the chapter was fine. I do also like that even though we have the cool meetup between Oma and Shen in the forest, in the mountains, and potentially Kuroki later, and we'll probably jump back to that off and on between this tournament. I like that this chapter was just fully on the fight. I think we definitely need to keep up that sort of pacing, just to be able to enjoy the fights themselves on their own merits. So, anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all back here next time. Have a good one, everyone.